Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, Agit Kabayel dog walks Zhilei Zhang to become the WBC interim heavyweight champion. So basically, he's a mandatory for Alexander Usyk. So we did pick Kabayel in this fight. And it was for the reason in which he won this fight, which was activity, bodywork, etc. But I picked Kabayel with the expectation that this fight would go longer. Maybe Kabayel would win on points, just outworking Jiang, or possibly even stopping him very late. I didn't expect him to stop Jiang so early. He stopped Jiang in 6 rounds. I felt Jiang would go a few more rounds than that, to be honest. But yeah, this was a great performance by Agit Kabayel. First round, I actually felt Jiang came out quite aggressive, fighting on the front foot, reaching with his jab and firing the straight left. I felt Kabayel did a pretty good job of blocking most of those, but Jiang was also throwing the right hook as well. Jiang came out more aggressive than we're used to seeing, fighting on the front foot, trying to walk towards Kabayel. In round 1, Kabayel was using some lateral movement, good quick feet by Kabayel, trying to stay out of the way of Jiang, and he would basically kind of sharpshoot a little bit. He landed a couple of good body shots in round 1, caught Jiang coming in a couple of times as well. But Jiang was the aggressor in round 1, and Kabayel was taking more of a back foot approach, which I thought was smart by Kabayel because I was expecting him to be circumspect in the first 3, 4, 5 rounds to try and take Jiang into the second half. That's what I thought was going to happen with Kabayel boxing for a few rounds, but that's not what happened. After round 1, Kabayel changed it up, and he's done what he's done in his last 2 fights. Earmuffs up, nice and compact, nice and balanced, walks towards Jiang and works that body. Combinations to the body, 1-2s to the body, 1-2 left hooks to the body. He was almost like a buzzsaw up close, sticking to Zhilei Zhang like white on rice, dominating the inside, walking Jiang down, at times smothering Zhang's power, and he was making himself a nuisance from round 2 onwards, and primarily it was bodywork in round 2. And you could tell at the end of round 2, this is only 2 rounds in, you could already tell at the end of round 2, Jiang was already starting to feel uncomfortable. Big deep breaths, etc. Jiang landed a couple of shots in round 2, but the shots that he did land, Kabayel took really well. After round 2, it was more of the same from Kabayel in rounds 3 and 4. Walking down Zhilei Zhang. Jiang didn't have a real jab to speak of in this fight. The jab wasn't there by Jiang. It was pouring to try and set up his straight left hand. But there was no authoritative jab from Zhilei Zhang in this fight whatsoever. And that allowed Kabayel to walk in on him quite easily. Kabayel showed really quick feet in this fight. Rounds 3 and 4, it was more bodywork, but Kabayel in rounds 3 and 4 was starting to finish his combinations, so he started them with body shots, and he would finish up top to the head, starting to change levels with his combinations, becoming less predictable, and that made it harder for Zhilei Zhang to defend himself. And again, at this point in time, rounds 3 and 4, you could see that Jiang was really struggling with the pace. Already at this point in the fight, you felt to yourself, the only way Jiang can win this is landing a perfect shot. And, to Jiang's credit, he did land a good shot in round 5. Straight left hand, Kabayel was getting a little too careless, coming in with the guard wasn't as tight, getting a little greedy, and Jiang lands a straight left down the pipe. It drops Kabayel, but Kabayel gets up and he doesn't look hurt. It was a good shot by Jiang, but yeah, Kabayel didn't look buzzed. Kabayel, after getting knocked down, takes 10-15 seconds to kind of regather himself. Jiang tried to throw a couple of shots after that. A couple of shots partially got through. But after Kabayel reassessed and regained composure, he went back to what he was doing. Earmuffs up, nice and compact, just walking down Zhang. Again, there was no reason for Kabayel to there was no deterrence from Zhang to stop Kabayel coming in. There was no jab, like I said. And so yeah, Kabayel just resumed to what he was doing, and he finished the round really strong. And round 6 was where this fight ended. And in round 6, I felt Zhilei Zhang was looking really sorry for himself, like it was just a matter of time, and dare I say he kind of wanted out. Again, Kabayel just launching that body attack right from the beginning of round 6. Zhang had slowed to a snail's pace at this point in time, bleeding from the nose as well. Kabayel launched a good body attack earlier in round 6, and he hurts Zhang to the body where Zhang kind of doubles over a little bit. For some reason, the referee breaks them up. I'm not sure what happened there. The ref didn't signify that it was low, but it was weird. Regardless, but the action resumes. Kabayel lands a right hand to the solar plexus, which hurts Zhang. Zhang kind of turns his back a little bit, and then Kabayel follows up with a left hand. The left hand did seemingly catch Zhang in the kidneys, which people are going to say is illegal, but Zhang kind of turned his back. I kind of think Zhang wanted out anyway. And yeah, the body attack just killed Zhilei Zhang here. Zhang goes down, grimacing in pain, and he gets himself counted out. I felt he could have continued, personally, but I think the fight was beaten out of him, so to speak. So, listen man, Kabayel becomes the interim champion, WBC interim champion. Good performance again, coming off wins now over Arslanbek Makhmudov, Frank Sanchez, and now Zhilei Zhang, becoming the interim WBC champion. He's got options now. People are talking about him versus Joseph Parker. That's a fight you could make. Listen, I wouldn't mind Kabayel versus Usyk. I wouldn't mind Kabayel versus Usyk. I'll tell you the truth, I'd rather see Usyk fight somebody different, not another rematch. So yeah, Kabayel would be okay with me. But yeah, Kabayel Parker's fine. Kabayel Dubois is fine. Kabayel's got some fights out there for him. Who knows, man? Big money fight, Kabayel Joshua. Kabayel's got options. He's now an attractive opponent, I would say. But yeah, great performance by Kabayel. As for Zhilei Zhang, 41 years old, bad defeat. I mean, he could continue. I mean, maybe you could get him in there with Chisora, for example. It'd be a fun fight, I guess. But yeah, I think Zhang's days now at the top of the division are done. 41 years old, it's going to be a rebound job from here, so yeah. But he can continue. He can be in fun fights still. It is what it is. Anyway, share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Delboy. Peace.